This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing my top picks for Wednesday's main NBA DFS slate. So let's go ahead and get the homework out the way, everybody. Go ahead and drop a like button on the video for me real quick. Just tap it real quick. Doesn't take that long. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by and checking out DraftKings Addict. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss future videos. And as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know who you love and you hate. We got a lot of information that just came out on the slate, and there's still some pending player information that should come out, and I would love to have your commentary below in the comments, so drop them down there for me, please. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to Draft Dashboard. That's my research tool of choice. I have a 30-day trial for $1 in the description of this video if you like it and you want to check it out. So let's go. Let's go ahead and go up to our position optimizer. All righty. So first of all, we got 9 games today, 7 p.m. slate. Then we got a couple little small contests with the turbo and the night game. I only play the main slate, so let's go ahead and break it down. So at point guard, I'm just going to go through my player pool pretty much, guys. All right, so 9-game slate, going to be a lot of players here, but, man, there's some value that just opened up. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and exclude Kyrie because he's out. But this should update before the contest begin. But at the top, man, you got Westbrook going up against the Lakers. All right, at 11.7K. No LeBron James. All right, I think they're going to LA, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. So they're playing in LA. So that could be a good game, man. But I'm not sure if we need to pay up for Westbrook on this slate. We got a lot of good plays, man. So it's going to be difficult building lineups today, in my opinion. But Westbrook, I will have a very, very, very small amount of Westbrook, man. He hadn't been playing up to Westbrook status, not 11.7K. You know, you got James Harden that put up, like 80 points in like 2 of the last 3 games. We need some of that, Westbrook. Get your game up. All right, but Kemba Walker at home, no Lamb, no Zeller. This guy's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. He's going to be a big part of this team. And I think there's only like a 2-point differential in this game. Yeah, 2 points. 222 overall points and only 2-point differential. So I like Kemba Walker. He's going to be very involved in this offense. So he's definitely in my player pool. Ben Simmons, Mr. Near Triple-Double. You know, had a pretty good game last night. Put up 40 DraftKings points. But he gets a nice matchup versus Phoenix, which is always a positive matchup for guards. And this guy's one of the best guards in the league. Again, does a lot when it comes to rebounding, assisting, and scoring the ball. When he gets to the basket, and he could definitely do that versus Phoenix. As you can see, he's averaging 50 DraftKings points versus Phoenix over the last 5 contests. Technically only 3 because they only played him 3 times. But Ben Simmons is definitely in a good spot at 8.9K, so he's definitely in my player pool. Devin Booker, again, this guy's usage is going to be through the roof. Again, pretty much the best player on Phoenix, man. All righty, and he's playing 36 minutes on average, averaging somewhere around 45 DraftKings points over the last 5 games. So I definitely like Devin Booker in this matchup versus Phoenix. Philly is on a back-to-back, and they're traveling to Phoenix. So Devin Booker is the home underdog. So and if you look at his history versus this team, 47, 65, and 55. So that's a pretty good track record. Yes, they got Jimmy Butler, but come on now. Devin Booker can create his own shot. He can definitely assist the ball and do a couple other things when it comes to peripheral. So 8.3K, not a bad price for this guy. Same thing with Mr. Holiday, depending on whether or not we get Anthony Davis back from his illness. Alrighty, but I don't have him in my player pool right now. I'm not touching this Memphis-Detroit game. Could be the best game on the slate, but I'm not touching it. Over and under is only 199. No, thank you. D. Russell, definitely. Going up against New Orleans, a high-paced up game. They're at home. Sounds good to me. 7K. They got a lot of injured players on that team. Good Lord. Crab, LeVert. Eddie Davis is a game-time decision. Alrighty. Oh, my God. Randy Hollis-Jefferson is out. So they have everybody out on that team. So I do like D. Russell at 7K. Again, a lot of value at guard on the slate. So I'm not sure if I'm going to play up for D. Russell, but he's definitely in a good spot, man. Averaging somewhere around 35 DraftKings points over the last 5 games that he's played, and then averaging 40 versus New Orleans. So definitely good value at 7K in my opinion. Has 8 times upside, man. You know, so let's get it. Next up, we got really All right, next up we got Justin Winslow. Again, been playing really well over the last 5 games, averaging somewhere around 30 minutes and putting up 28 DraftKings points on average over his last 3 games. But if you look at his last 3 games versus Cleveland, he's averaging 35, coming off a monster 53-point game versus this team. So they're getting Tristan Thompson back on Cleveland. So I'm not sure how much that affects Winslow, because I think he had a few rebounds during that game. They helped him get to 53. So with Tristan Thompson in the on down low, that could be a little bit of a opportunity for him. But I do like Winslow on the slate, 6.9K. I think what's his name? Dwayne Wade is questionable if I remember correctly. Where is he at? I could swear I saw that Dwayne Wade was questionable. So again, a couple injuries there on that Miami side of the ball. I won't have a whole lot of this game because it's only 200 points over and under. But you got Dragic out. Deion Wade is a game time decision, so Justin Winslow should have some good rain. I'm not touching Trae Young, too inconsistent for me, but at 6.5K, going up against Washington, in Washington, 230 point over and under. He's playing somewhere around 30 minutes on average over the last 3 games. Satoransky defense, yeah, give me some Trae Young. Why not? All right. Schroeder, I like him versus the Lakers, man. They don't really have anybody on their bench. Who they got? Lance Stevenson and KCP, and I don't even know who their relief players are. But Dennis Schroeder should be able to come in and put up some good value at 5.4K in this late game. I think it's the last game on the slate. Yep, highs over and under 228.5. We're still waiting on the let's see. Do they already have it out? Yeah, they already put the New Orleans out, so that's 230. So that's actually the highest scoring game on the slate right now. So I guess they're expecting Anthony Davis to play. So long story short, Dennis Schroeder should be able to put up some good points at coming off the bench at 5.4K, going up against the Lakers. Should be a lot of shots going up, a lot of assists, a lot of rebounds. Give me some Schroeder. Dennis Smith Jr., he's just a GPP play for me. Again, he only played 20 minutes last game and put up 16 DraftKings points. But if you look at his history versus this team, he scored 31 to 36, and at 4.8K, if this guy gets the minutes, he could put up outstanding value when it comes to fantasy value. So I have Dennis Smith Jr. in my player pool. All right, Satoransky, a nice easy value in my opinion. 4.6K, gets an ATL team at home, 230 point under and over. No John Wall, he's out for the season. Yes, Bradley Beal's going to get a lot of love, but Satoransky should be able to eat versus this team, as you can see. 37, 18, and 17 in the last 3 games. But he was playing a reserve role, I'm pretty sure. This time he's starting, so let's get it. 4.6K. Can't go wrong there, in my opinion. Josh Hart, again, OKC Lakers game was one of the highest over and under games. Late night hammers coming right here, and this guy's been playing well. Last 2 games, 31 and 40 DraftKings points. And if you look at his history versus OKC, he has done well, and he's playing the minutes. This guy's playing 34 minutes or more in the last couple of games. So with LeBron James out, everybody on that Lakers team has to step up, and Josh Hart is one of the guys getting a lot of run. Terry Rozier, we have Kyrie was ruled out just recently with his issue with his eye. He got hit in the eye or something, has a cut on his eye, so he's out. So Terry Rozier definitely gets a bump, and I think they already knew it because his price is at 5.3K, but that's still a good value for this guy. This guy has nice upside. He gets a Minnesota team that has no Rose, no Teague, and no Covington. Yeah. So it says Rose is a game time decision, but from my understanding, he's already been ruled out. So let's go ahead and go with that. Yep. D Rose listed out on Wednesday, so that's definitely a wrap. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. Terry Rozier, too cheap, 5.3K starting point guard for Boston. Let's get it. Devontae Graham. Let's get it. 26 and 26 in the last 2 games that he played. Now we have Jeremy Lamb has been ruled out. This guy, I believe, is the projected starter. Let's see. Charlotte. Yep. Projected starter at shooting guard. And he's been playing really well, so I'm going to go ahead and ride that hot hand at 3.4K. Definitely pretty close to a lock, especially in cash games. He's going to be very popular today on this slate, so definitely make sure you have that guy in your cash games. At 3.4K, he can fall into fantasy value at that price. All right, so Bradley Beal is a must-play in my opinion. Alrighty, John Wall is out. The last 2 times these teams has met, he scored 51 and 59. All right, and 43 the game before that. He's only had one quote-unquote bad game versus this team, and that was back when he scored 29 4 games ago. But 8.6K at home against ATL. Bradley Beal, 8.6K. Give me all the Bradley Beal I can handle. He's locked. All right, next up at shooting guard, we already talked about Russell, Schroeder, JJ Redick at 5.3K. Didn't do too well last night at 22 DraftKings points. All right, but Phoenix gives up a lot of shots. Alrighty, and this guy here can drop some threes, fours, and if you look at his history versus his team, he's averaging 29 DraftKings points, which is 5-time value. I can do that at 5.3K. He's getting the minutes. He's averaging 31 minutes on last 3 games. So give me some JJ Redick. We already talked about Satoransky, Hart, Rozier. So that's all my guards, Graham. So let's go ahead and get over to the small forwards. So at small forward, some obvious plays here, right? All right, we got a lot of injuries over there in that Brooklyn game. So we're going to get some value from there. But Paul George, man, this guy been playing out of his mind. Alrighty, at 9.2K, he gets a Lakers team. Again, one of the highest over and under games on the slate. No LeBron James. In front of the big lights of Los Angeles. I like Paul George on this one right here. So at 9.2K, I'll pay up for Paul George. Lots of value, and you can afford to pay up for him. Ben Simmons, I already talked about him over at the point guard side, but Ben Simmons I definitely like. We already talked about Winslow. Ariza, alrighty, 5.9K. Yes, they're getting Otto Porter back, but Ariza's still going to be in the starting lineup. Yep. So Porter minutes is probably going to be limited, but at 5.9K, this guy, he's in a good spot versus ATL. There's going to be a lot of scoring in this game, and at 5.9K, he should be able to hit 5 times value, alrighty, which is 30 DraftKings points. So I do like Trevor Ariza, and he has a little bit of upside. As you can see, he put up 49 the last time he played ATL. All right, Harrison Barnes, again, 5.8K. Charlotte is without their big man. They have the backup coming in and playing Hernan Gomez, but at 5.8K, this guy's averaging 39 DraftKings points versus this team. And nice over and under, close game. Again, I think that game was on a 2-point differential. And Harrison Barnes, with some of the injuries that they have, as far as the bigs go for them, he should be a lock for 30-plus minutes. And against Charlotte, he should be able to get a nice double-double and get us at least 35 DraftKings points. So at 5.8K, I do like Harrison Barnes, even though I historically don't love Dallas players. Alrighty, and DeMarre Carroll's another guy that I'm looking at because, again, Brooklyn, man, if you look at Brooklyn, again, a lot of their players are hurt. Crab Levert, Ed Davis is a game-time decision. Ronda Hollis Jefferson is already ruled out, so they're going to need him to come in and put up some minutes when it comes to playing as a big. So at 4K, he scored 31 and 24 before versus this team. He should get extended run. He's playing 30-plus minutes in the last 2 games. And so I like DeMarre Carroll for a value at 4K. Keep him on your player pool in your radar. So all right. So next up, oh, you know what, guys? With the Kyrie news, let me show you this right here. This guy, definitely somebody that I want to consider. Okay, where am I going? Where is he at? There you go, Gordon Hayward. So if you look at his history versus Minnesota, this dude has put up 58, 55, and 28. And he's only 4.8K. You know, I know Kyrie plays the point guard, righty, but does that mean that this guy has to put up more production when it comes to shots? Because Kyrie takes a lot of shots, man. So Gordon Hayward, I'm going to throw him in my player pool. Again, his history versus his team is just too good. 55, 58, and 28. So I will have him in my player pool. Batum I consider, but this dude just been trash all season. And just because I said that, watch he go off for 40 DraftKings points at 4.6K. But I'm not playing him. Next up, power forward. Again, some of the same plays. Anthony Davis is in, which it looks like he's going to be in today. He's going to be all right. So I'm definitely playing him. You play bigs versus Brooklyn, and they're a little short on help when it comes to bigs, and Anthony Davis is gonna eat, man. All right. Yes, he's on the road versus Brooklyn, but it's Anthony Davis, man. This guy got 88-point upside versus the team. And at 11.8K, you got a lot of value on this slate. Yes, you got Westbrook going up against the Lakers, but Man, 88 DraftKings points at 11.8K. You ain't seen that from Russell Westbrook this season yet. You just got it a couple of games ago from AD. So give me some Anthony Davis at 11.8, man. Easy play. Collins is healthy. I like him at 8.2K versus his team. He's getting a little pricey, but as you can see, he's producing 51, 33, 40, and 38 in the last 4 games played. And versus this team, he's averaging 40 DraftKings points. All right, so John Collins is definitely on my radar at 8.2K. Aaron Gordon, I don't really like that game. No, thank you. Julius Randle. Again, keep an eye on the Anthony Davis news. If Anthony Davis is out, Julius Randle becomes a lock versus Brooklyn, in my opinion. But as of right now, I think AD is going to play, so I'm not totally in love with Randle at 8K at the moment. All righty, Dedmon is going to be playing. We saw that news come out that he's going to suit up versus Washington. So could be a nice value play there, but again, I'm going other places. Thomas Bryant. Yes, sir. This young man is coming into his own, putting up 42 and 33 in the last 2 games that he has played, and he gets a nice matchup versus Washington, who's lost most of their bigs. All right, so at 4.7K, this guy's still a nice value in my opinion. All right, playing at home versus ATL. Give me some Thomas Bryant. Again, 44 and 33 in the last 2 games. We already talked about Carroll. So that's all my power forwards at the moment, guys, that I like. So last but not least, let's talk about the center. So this was the hardest, again, outside of Joel Embiid. He's just a lock for me whenever he's playing, if he's healthy. Look at this guy, man. 60, 61, 64 in his last 3 games played. Now he gets a nice matchup versus Phoenix, where he scored 62, 43, and 50 in the past, and he's 10.6K. I like Joel Embiid on the slate. Karl-Anthony Towns, of course, no brainer in my opinion versus Boston. Again, we have a high over and under game. They have a lot of missing pieces right there. So I expect Karl-Anthony Towns to step up like he has in the last 3 games. 70, 87, and 70 in his last 3 games played. So this guy's taking a lot of shots, doing a lot for this team. And now with all those injuries that have been announced for this team, he's going to be called on to do more. And Boston, you can attack them down low. So give me some Karl-Anthony Towns at 9.6K. Vucevic, it says that he's going to be playing. If I remember correctly, I saw that they said that Vucevic is expecting to play today. If I remember correctly, yeah. So double check that, guys. But if Vucevic plays, I like him too. Man, I know y'all thinking, man, he likes everybody. Well, damn, the good dude is Chicago. He's averaging 50 DraftKings points versus his team. So if Vucevic plays and suits up and starts, I'm playing him at 9.4K. Next up, we got DeAndre Ayton versus Philly. I don't know about that versus Embiid. DJ, I'm going to take a couple of stabs at him, man. At 6.5K, Charlotte, they're short on bigs. They're going to be throwing a lot of people at him. I think this guy has a monster night when it comes to rebounding. And at 6.5K, he's almost too cheap. So, yeah, like I said, historically, I don't like Dallas when it comes to playing their players because they're inconsistent. But as you can see, he only put up 13 DraftKings points the last game he played. DJ, I think he got hurt, and I think about it. But he should be healthy, good to go on this game versus Charlotte. I'm looking for a nice double-double from this man. 6.5K. Give me some DJ. And that's pretty much all my centers. Jared Allen, let me uncheck him. I don't really like Jared Allen. I put him in my player pool originally, but no. Ms. Hernan Gomez, kid again, 3.8K. Charlotte is out of bigs. He's probably going to get a lot of run. This guy should be able to fall into value at 3.8K. And all we need from him is 19 DraftKings points. I think he'll be okay. Especially if he plays 28 minutes in this game. He should be able to smash that value. So at 3.8K, he's almost pretty much a lock at that price. And so that's pretty much all my picks for today's slate, guys. So that's 9 games. We have about 27 players in my player pool at the moment. That could change, but once you get done selecting your player pool, guys, here on Draft Dashboard, you can go over here to the lineup optimizer and optimize your lineup. This works for DraftKings and Fanduel, as you can see here. And as you can see, it spent $50,000 of the $50,000 salary. If you like this lineup, all you have to do is click Save Lineup here, and you're good to go. You want another lineup, you can hit Randomize and let it build you another lineup. And again, if you like it, lock it up and hit Save. Or if you want to upgrade some players or something, like if let's say You don't like Dennis Smith Jr., you got about $200, or DJ Augustine, you can upgrade to somebody else if you see fit. Alrighty, but also we have the mass lineup generator. You can go here and build between 10 and 100 lineups. All right, you can select how close within the salary you want to get, randomness, maximum player exposure, and so forth, and then hit generate lineups and let it build you mass lineups. So, all right, guys, so let's look at my core plays. So here's my core plays at the moment. We got Graham, the guard for Charlotte, starting in place of Jeremy Lamb. So give me that. Yep, suggested after practice that he's learning to using this guy in the starting five. Hey, works for me. Alrighty. Bradley Beal is a must. You know, if you're not playing Bradley Beal today, I don't know what you're doing. Don't fade him. Some people are saying that Wall got shut down. John Wall got shut down versus ATL last time, so that could mean they focus on Beal and shut him down. Crazy. Lock in Beal, man. All right, next up, Paul George. Again, this guy going up against the Lakers. I like his chances of getting some peripherals when it comes to steals and blocks and stuff of that nature. 3-ball. He likes playing in the bright lights, and that's what the Lakers have there. And so give me some Paul George. Bryant, like I say, this guy's coming to his own, 30 and 36 as far as minutes, 33 and 41 DraftKings points. So give me some of that. We need a nice double-double from him. I think we can get that versus ATL. This Hernan Gomez guy's just going to be the chalk player slate. Again, they don't have anybody else when it comes to center for Charlotte. So give me some Hernan Gomez. And then as of right now, I like Terry Rozier. Last time these two teams met, he played 20 minutes and put up 23 DraftKings points. He should be able to get in about 30-plus minutes on this game. And so that could mean 30-plus points for Terry Rozier at home in front of the home crowd versus Minnesota, who's short on guards. And so give me Terry Rozier, man. All right, so that's my core five my core plays right now. Again, you know, one of my favorites is going to be definitely my man Kemba Walker, again at 9K. And then that leaves you 6K at your forward. Or if you want to go in here and put in, let's say you want to throw in Embiid, that gives you 4,400 left, and you should be able to find some value at that spot. Now, when it comes to my core plays, guys, I'm going to have a lot of these guys in my lineups, but not all 6 of them in every single lineup. I may drop Paul George and throw in Anthony Davis, per se, right? And that leaves me 6,200. So at small forward, maybe I go with Winslow, or you know, I go down to Wiggins if I feel like taking a chance on that. Talked about Ariza and Barnes, so let's say I throw Ariza in there, that leaves me 6,500 for my utility, and I can throw DJ in there, and bam, there go another lineup. So go ahead and play around with that core, guys. So once you get done on the mass generate lineup, you go over here, you hit see your lineups, and here you go. It has the projected points right here for you. Again, projected points. We know how that goes, right? But you can select each lineup that you like. Alrighty. Or you can select all of them. Click export and let it save the CSV file. And then go and upload that to DraftKings or Fanduel. So good luck on today's slate, guys. Again, my core at the moment. Again, go ahead and drop it down there, guys. So good luck on today's slate. Happy New Year once again, guys. Be safe, and I'll holler at you tomorrow.